Well, after weeks of the ongoing negotiations between the United States, Israel and Hamas, which was mediated by the Gulf state of Qatar, a Hamas leader has reported that the group is close to reaching a truce agreement over the release of hostages. This comes amid Israel's ongoing operation to wipe out the Hamas from Gaza. It has carried out a strike on the Gaza city's largest refugee camp in Jabalia and has also hit a UN-run school in Bureji, killing an unknown number of people. Despite the latest round of airstrikes, Reuters has reported that the militant group is nearing a truce agreement with Israel, while adding that the group has delivered its response to the Qatari mediators. The US also has hinted that authorities were closer to a deal than ever before.
I know this is of great interest to all of you. I just want to let you know we're still working this hour by hour. I do not have an update for you on the hostage deal that we're trying to negotiate. But as you heard the Deputy National Security Advisor say yesterday, we believe we're closer than we've ever been. So we're hopeful. But there's still work to be done, and nothing is done until it's all done. So we're going to keep working on this.
The president of the International Committee of the Red Cross met with the Hamas leaders in Qatar on Monday. She also met separately with the Qatari authorities to discuss advanced humanitarian issues related to the conflict. The organization said it was not part of the negotiations aimed at releasing the hostages, but it is ready to facilitate them. After the WHO carried its evacuation of 28 premature babies into Egypt, calling Gaza's biggest healthcare system a death zone, the UN chief has denounced the unparalleled killing of civilians in Gaza since he took office.
I've been very clear in denouncing the violations of international humanitarian law and the violations of protection of civilians. And I have not a mandate to classify the acts. There are entities that have that mandate. But I think that more important than a discussion on names is the facts. And let's see the facts.
The Hamas-controlled health ministry in Gaza has said that the Indonesian hospital had been transformed from a medical center to a mass grave after the latest Israeli bombings. There were dead bodies in every part of the hospital. Dozens are wounded by the firing into the Indonesian-built hospital, which is encircled by Israeli tanks. The Palestinian Health Ministry released this video showing tens of thousands of people being evacuated from Gaza's Indonesian hospital to the Al Nasser hospital in Khan Yunis. But there were strikes in Khan Yunis too, which resulted in 7 civilian deaths. People are seen searching through the rubble of the residential buildings for survivors.
والله اللحم على الحيطان، لحم في الشارع هنا. يعني ايش ذنبهم اطفال هذول؟ ايه جايين تشووا كباب ولا تشووا بني ادمين؟ هذول نشوي شوي. يعني هي لحمهم هنا على الحيط، الدم يعني الدم على الحيطه. يعني ما فيش في الدار كلها ولا اوض ولا حاجه، طلعوهم برا العماره. برا العماره اللحم مع البني ادمين مفلقين تفليق، يعني الاطفال اللي بيشوفوا المنظر هذا ايش يقولوا؟
And on your screens are the visuals released by the Israeli army showing troop advancement into the Gaza Strip. The Israeli forces have claimed to have found an anti-missile tank under a baby's crib in a Palestinian home in the Hamas-controlled territory. Till now, the Israel-Palestinian conflict has claimed over 14,700 lives. Gaza's largest hospital, the Al-Shifa, has become a flashpoint in Israel's war against Hamas. As per reports, former Israeli Prime Minister Ehud Barak has said Israel built bunkers decades ago below Al-Shifa that were being used by the Hamas. However, Hamas has denied any claims of using Al-Shifa as a center for carrying out operations. And with the very latest on the possible hostage deal and what's happening with the Gaza offensive, Jody Cohen sent us this report from Israel.
I'm at a vigil for the families of hostages. Now, according to reports, Israel has suggested a window of opportunity has reopened for a potential hostage deal, and they've said that the days ahead will be critical. Remember, there are 238 hostages being held in Gaza, ranging in age from elderly Holocaust survivors to as young as babies. Meanwhile, on the war front, Hamas has claimed responsibility for rockets aimed at central Israel on Monday night. The IDF says it struck 250 Hamas targets in the past day, and that they found a Hamas rocket-making laboratory, weapons and a tunnel in another mosque in Gaza City. On the northern front, US envoy Amos Hochstein is in Israel briefing officials on talks he's been holding in Lebanon aimed at preventing the expansion of hostilities. Now, he says he's been working to pressure the Lebanese government to stop Hezbollah attacking Israel. And according to Defense Minister Gallant, Hezbollah has fired 1,000 missiles at Israel since the war began. This is